My friends, welcome in our channel WinMath Everyday. And before I proceed to the lesson I am going to take in this video, allow us to extend our heartfelt thanks to all the subscribers and viewers of our channel. My friends, in this video, we are going to discuss about operation on functions, and we also include determining the domain and range of the results. Okay? So, operation on functions. Let us have function f defined by x plus 2 and another function z defined by the square root of x minus 3. In these given functions f and z, let us determine the domain. For function f, the domain is simply your dom f is simply the set of all x such that x is in the set of real numbers. In function z, your dom z is the set of all x such that x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay? So when it comes to a square root function, all you have to consider is the value of the radicand. Determine at what x value, the smallest value of x, that will make this equal to 0. And that x value is the smallest value in the domain of the given function. Okay? Now, for the range in function f, it is simply the set of all real numbers, the set of all f of x, such that your f of x is in the set of real numbers. What about in function z? What is our range here? What is the range here in function z? So what will be our range? Again, when x equals 3, the smallest value is 0. So our g of x values are greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so we just identified or determined the domain and range of the given functions f and z. Now let's get the operation. Okay, let's have f plus g of x. What is it? So all you have to do is simply do it this way. F of x plus g of x. And after that, look at the definition of function f and the definition of function z. So all you have to do is substitute. Kuli ilang na diha. So you have x plus 2 plus the square root of x minus 3. Okay? So there's no term that can be combined in here for the sum of functions f and g. So for the domain of the sum, it is this that you are going to consider. Again, this x must have a smallest value of 3. For this sum to be in the set of real numbers. So the domain here, dom f plus z, is the set of all x such that x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay? So if at x equals 3, this is 0. Then the smallest value of the range is, what's that? The smallest value. It is 0. This is 3 plus 2, 5. Okay? So, the f plus g of x values are greater than or equal to 5. Okay? Now, let's come to the difference. Let's come to the difference. F minus g of x. So, the same thing. F of x minus g of x. So, substitute, you will have x plus 2 minus the square root of x minus 3. So, for the domain, again, this is what you are going to consider. So, the smallest value here is 3. So, the domain in the sum is also the domain in the difference. What about the range? When this is 3, this is 3, you will get 5. So, the range in the sum of these two functions f and g is also the range of the difference. So, the same thing. What about the product? So, let's have f times g of x. So, that's equal to f of x times g of x. Just substitute. You will have x plus 2. Okay, x plus 2 times your g of x, the square root of x minus 3. Okay. If you are going to distribute, the same thing will happen. So let's just get the domain. So for the domain in the product, the same domain in the sum and in the difference. It is the set of all x such that the smallest value of x is 3. What about the range? Is the range of the sum and difference the same range in the product? Mapaka gihapon na makuha na to nga range. So, if this is 0, 3 I mean, not 0, 3, so this becomes 0. So, this becomes 0. If this is 3, 3 plus 2, that's 5. 5 times 0. So, it is now what's this? The range that differs. The range of f times g is the set of all g, f times g, the values are greater than or equal to 0. Okay? What about the difference? What about f divided by g of x? So you will get f of x divided by g of x. So we should always remember that when it comes to division, the denominator must not be equal to 0. So you will have x plus 2 over the square root of x minus 3. Now, this denominator becomes 0 when x equals 3. Therefore, x cannot be equal to 3. For this, to be defined in the set of real numbers. Therefore, our domain for the quotient is the dom of f over g is the set of all x such that x is greater than 3. So we no longer include 3, only the numbers greater than 3, because when this x is equal to 3, this is 0, and division by 0 is undefined. Okay? So what about the range of the quotient? So if x is 3, this is 0, and when x is greater than 3, so we are sure that the range is also greater than 0. Okay, so that's all about operation on functions. So it's not just that you will get the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient, but you have also to determine the domain and the range for which the sum, difference, product, and quotient are defined in the set of real numbers. My friends, if you like our presentation, please subscribe and share this to other learners. And if there are topics you would like us to discuss, please write it in our comment section. I hope you are always safe. Thank you.